Hey, how do you know if you're changing in recovery? People ask me that all the time. I get family members that say, hey, how will we know if they're changing? Uh, Even the patient, the recovering person, tends to question that an awful lot. You know, how do I know if I'm changing? Because we tend to compare ourselves to other people. We look over and we go, oh, Bob, he's on step 8 and I'm still on step 1 and I'm not changing like I should be changing. And stop. That is nonsense. I see people all the time and they're doing everything right. They're doing this meeting and that group and 90 meetings in 90 days, and they're reading this book, and they're going to that Bible study, and they're doing that workbook assignment, and they're doing the step work assignment, and they are miserable, right? They don't have peace. They don't have joy. They're still extremely self-centered. They're waiting for the other shoe to drop. That's not recovery. That's not what we're after. What's missing is the intangibles. The intangibles are the things that you got to look a little bit deeper. Those are the details. You'll know that you're changing because those little bitty things that you didn't used to do or you did poorly, you're doing differently. Your outlook begins to change. The way you see the world begins to change. And I'm saying begins to change. It's not a race to the finish. Slow down, slow down, slow way down. That's another big mistake we tend to make in early recovery. It's a race to the finish. We treat recovery like it's an event, right? It's like, let's get in there, I'm going to knock it out, just like we do everything else. And we do a really good job, and we finish our workbook assignments before everybody else, and we get to step 12 as fast as everybody else, and we do this, and we da-da-da-da, and then we relapse, 24 hours later. Okay, I'll do a whole other, I could do a longer video on that, and I probably should. Here's what you want to look at. This is what I mean by an intangible. It requires you being very honest with yourself about your old life. Okay, so if you don't have a long history of, say, flipping light switches off when you leave a room, but now you recognize that you are doing that, what that indicates is you're becoming more aware of how your behavior affects other people. Right? You're not going to get that in the big book. You're not going to get that at AA, and I'm not bashing those. That's where I got sober. And remember, it's not the principles; it's the people. Sometimes that can be our own worst enemy. But that starts with us, right? I'm my own worst enemy. So the only reason I'm even doing this video is to help you understand that real change comes in the little bitty things, and we have a tendency to disregard those little things. You know that you're changing because your outlook is becoming new, becoming fresh. Your thinking is changing. You're responding to the word no differently, right? You're not all butthurt now when you don't get something that you want. You're starting to accept things that you didn't used to accept, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so I'm not saying you need to be constantly judging yourself, measuring yourself. You really just need to stay in the process and quit overthinking everything. Okay, and you will get there. This is Dr. Miles, Justin's Lighthouse. I'm signing out. Don't forget to watch our Thursday night, 6 o'clock, Facebook live streams. It's under my name, Miles Lewis. It's open to the public. If you don't catch us live, that's fine, because we keep all those videos on the posts or whatever, the story or the feed or whatever you guys call it. I don't know what you call it, but it's there, and there's hundreds of videos, or at least dozens and dozens. I don't know how they do it now, but it's filled with just amazing content, okay? I'm proud of you guys. Keep in there. If you need anything, reach out to us. Peace out.